What is going on, YouTube land? Welcome to another Game Scene video for Raise Hail, Praise Dale. I am Voodoo.
I'm JT Dallas.
And we got some PHOENIX Raceway Shriners Children's 500 schemes for y'all. There are 37 drivers on the entry list. We only have 36 schemes because Legacy Motor Club and Eric Jones decided they were going top secret this week.
Right.
But without further ado, let's hit the intro so we can get switched over.
Let's do it.
Keep your eyes out because we may or may not introduce a new intro soon.
Possibly.
But we still got the same old topic, stingers. So this is Scheme Scene. So we're going to hit that one and get right into our first paint scheme, which is a new Cup driver that has not raced in the Cup before.
Uh-oh.
I notice on yours it doesn't show the topic stinger. It just kind of goes to the next scene. It's kind of weird. Anywho's, this is Catherine Legg running for Live Fast Motorsports. Nice
Yes, sir.
Drop light. I think I went first last week, so you go first this week.
I know I said in the regular episode my 5 lug, but I am not. I'm probably going to give this a 4 because there's another scheme that I've seen that is getting my 5 lug this week.
Okay, so are you maybe giving this one a 4, or are you giving this one a 4?
These cuatro.
All right. I do like the fact that it's different than the all black 78 that we normally see. Nice change up, and I like the designs on it. It actually looks better than what this picture is doing for it. I'm sure it's going to be one of those that looks better on track. I'm going to throw it a 3 though.
You're going to throw it a 3?
Yeah.
Man,
not quite up
doesn't
to
like girls in NASCAR. I see how it is.
Yeah, that's the reason why I gave it 3.
Speaking of little girls in NASCAR, let's go to the next one.
Alright, so if you weren't part of this last week, what we do is qualifying order. It won't be in the order that we normally do it, 1 through 99. So our next one up will be Mr. Ty Gibbs. Oh, wow.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Yeah.
Papa's money.
Yeah, and
In his 54 Monster that's completely black.
giving it a 1. Hopefully you're giving it a 1 because I hit yours first.
That's okay. That was what I was going to give it.
Alright, good.
Next.
Next
we got
up,
Go
Daniel
ahead.
Suarez.
I like this freeway car a lot better than I like the other one.
Agree.
I'm going to give this one a 3 lug. Not that it's a bad scheme. I just don't think it's worth the 4. It is a nicer freeway scheme than...
I agree. It's nicer, and it is much better than 3. It's a 4.
Well, at least it was a high 3 for me.
Well, it's a high 4 for me. Not quite my 5 though. I don't know if I'm going to give out a 5.
You know what?
We'll see.
I have one that I really do like, and I'm probably gonna have to buy the diecast for, especially if he wins the race.
Well, there might be one I'll give a 5.
But anywho, you ready to move on to
he's way
Mr.
down
Cody
there. Yeah,
Ware?
so I think I'm going to save it.
Yeah, my dude's way down there too.
Mighty Firebreaker. I like the fact that
What do
they
you think?
added these orange and yellow stripes on it. Gives it a little bit of character.
I do.
But still not quite.
I just wish that it would go with the logo
What?
a little bit better.
go forest fire sign all the way across the car?
No, I'm saying like to me those stripes don't really mesh well with the logo. Like the placement. The placement looks weird to me.
Well, forget your opinion. It doesn't matter. I'm giving it a 3.
I'll stick with your 3. That's where I was thinking of putting it anyway. The placement of like the uh sponsor stickers plus the actual logo for the Mighty Firebreaker, it just looks weird to me.
Yeah, well, since we're talking about the forest and forest fires, we'll stop at the forest fires and go to the hunting gear. Go to Mr. Austin Dillon.
You can prevent forest fires. I'm starting to get kind of tired of seeing the scheme.
Already? It's only the 4th race and you hadn't even ran it all.
I wish they would just switch it up a little bit because I feel like this is literally the scheme to what they use. They just change it just a little bit. I do like it better than his what is it, breasttree car or whatever it is.
Breaststroke car I kind of like.
It's okay the first time you see it, and the second time, but after the 800th time, it's a little old. This one I'll give it a 4 lug still. I mean, it's not quite run me all the way down. It's just I would like the gold stripe to be orange.
I'm sticking with the 3 for the 3. What I've been doing for him since the beginning of time.
Mr. Trace. Yes, sir. So let's move on to RFA driver. Sir flips a lot.
Yeah. I'll probably do it again here.
What are your opinions on this car?
The Solomon Plumbing car is the same car that they used last year. This one does get filled out a little bit nicer with the double-digit big numbers, because the 17 doesn't even really get filled out all that much. But it's kind of plain. I'm going with a 2.
That's where I was gonna put it. I mean, obviously to me, like they're going with like old school, like baseball T-shirt kind of vibes, but I feel like they could have done a lot better. I do like the little orange stripes around the bottom of like the RFK swooshes.
Yeah, it's faintly there, but it's there.
The copper or whatever. Yeah. That's the only part that I really like. I wish they would have done more.
Yeah, so you keeping the 2?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a 2.
Enough of that guy. Let's
Speaking
go
of,
to
wishing they would do more.
Right. Jump over to Mr. Zane Smith and the Aaron's Dream Machine.
Well, you used to be the Dream Machine.
What?
I said it used to be the Dream Machine. It's not even doesn't have stars on it or anything now.
Right.
Little
It
depressing.
was better back in the day.
Back in my day, we had Michael Waltrip and Moons on our car. Is it my turn or yours? It's my turn, right? Well, I guess you better take that throw off the car and give that number of lug nuts because it's an okay car. I'm really happy to see Aaron's car back on track, but I feel like if they would have brought back the Dream Machine, I would have been a lot happier.
I'm gonna keep it at your 3 just because they could have done the throwback scheme, and people would have loved it even more.
Who knows? Arlington's coming up. They might do throwback.
Speaking of, we do have a released paint scheme for Darlington already for Mr. Austin Cindric. So make sure you tune in.
Yeah, I know. I hate. Cindric is becoming one of those drivers that I can't stand, but that paint scheme is top notch.
Yep. I hear every time somebody runs it, they win the championship that year. Just saying.
I hope not. Anyway. 16.
Cut this number in half here.
Almost. In half, it would be 32, but close enough.
Yeah. Well,
mathing. It'd be all right.
Redneck math.
Speaking of cutting it in half, I would like to cut the score for this in half because this car, I just feel like they could have done so much more.
So you can't give it 8.
It's
so.
kind of I can give it a 2, but I think it's your turn technically.
That's all right. I was gonna give it a 2 as well. So
There's just so much lost potential in this car. Like they could have done like silver and it some, I don't know, just easily could have done something besides just an orange quarter panel and a Celsius.
yeah, I agree. Let's jump to Mr. Josh Berry.
I like this car.
Looks like a berry
It's
flavored
definitely
car.
one of the better. It does look like a berry flavored car. It's definitely one of the better Wood Brothers games, and I know there's not a whole lot going on with it, but at the same time, it gives me GTA load screen vibes. If you know, you know. Get ready to hear that with glass breaking. I'm gonna give this one a 4 lug. I like this.
Or lug it be. I'm gonna agree with your 4. Keep it there. I'm almost good enough for a 5, but I'm saving it. Certain scheme.
Me too. But speaking of 5, why don't we jump over to Kyle Larson and his number machine? And I'm sure it's gonna be different. Oh wait, I was wrong.
That
It's
one.
the Cars number 5 garbage scheme by now because you see it on everything, including Casey Kane's car for Rockingham.
Yep.
Be running the 33
Disappointed in that.
HendrickCars.com, which I am very disappointed. I was hoping that he would get like a cool one-off scheme. Nope, off. I will. I don't know if I'll buy that diecast. I mean, like I want to, but at the same time,
The
I
good
have
news
enough
is
of
if you're a
these
Kyle
Hendrick-
Larson fan or a Roger Carruth fan or any of the HendrickCars.com,
Literally
cars,
anybody.
you just got to buy one and you have it for ever.
Right. Sure, William Byron ran this in the Xfinity last race. Yeah. What you giving it a 1?
Yep, it's already up there.
Yep. I'll give it a.
Gonna do a 1 as well.
Yeah, not that it's a bad scheme. I mean, the first time you see it, you're like, "Hey, that's a pretty cool scheme." It's just you see it on everything.
I get it. They don't even change up their paint scheme throughout series.
No, it's ridiculous.
But let's time this by 2. Jump up to Mr. Getting Right Hooked by Austin Cindric.
Well, it almost looks like a monster car. If they actually tried for a monster car. I like this scheme. Like, it's not my favorite scheme, but it's a pretty good one. I'll give it a 4. I would buy this diecast.
I would too, so I'm gonna agree with your 4. And this picture doesn't do it justice. I think that neon
No, I think
green
once it
yellow
hits-
is gonna pop on track.
Oh yeah, I think once it hits the track, it's gonna go nuts.
Oh
Think
boy,
it's gonna look good.
think you might
My
like this next one.
favorite. Ugh.
Think I know what
Oh,
what's
yeah.
about to come out of you.
No, it's not. But I do love it.
It's
This one
basically
gets
the
a 4.
same scheme he ran for that Xfinity
It is
car.
the same scheme, yeah, but it looks so beautiful. That and it's got the Cole Custard scheme on it. So.
Name rail, yeah.
Oh yeah. I seen this name rail. Well, not this one specifically, but one like it from the last season. That sucker sold for like $500. It's ridiculous.
Come on, that's just pocket change for you.
Right.
My turn or your turn?
It is yours,
All right.
I think. Yeah.
This is not my 5 either. Getting a 4.
It's definitely getting a 4 for me. I will say though, this scheme looked way cooler on the sprint car than it did this car.
I can see that. don't think I've seen it on that one though.
I'll send you a picture because I have a picture of the sprint car. The sprint car actually was white and it had the Andy. It looked really good. Instead of the blue, it was a white.
Well, like we mentioned before we started, Legacy Motor Club and Eric Jones will be up next, but they're going top secret. So we're gonna jump to Mr. Chase Briscoe.
Mr. Avoided my fine for
Right.
spoiler.
I think he jumped up to like 14th in the standings after getting his points back.
Yeah. It's his normal scheme. I still like it. It's one of my favorite. It's not my favorite. It's one of my favorite Bass Pro Shop schemes. My favorite is obviously the original 78.
Really?
It's my favorite.
I was going with the 56 Daytona 500.
That's what. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. That's my bad. Like I'm not all here, guys. It's been a day. I'm sorry.
And I'm a little under the weather. So trying to get my allergies in check. What you giving it, homie?
I'm gonna give this one a 4. I still would buy this in a heartbeat, which is kind of hard to beat Bass Pro Shop schemes unless it's just a black car with Bass Pro Shop.
It's got lots of orange. I love it.
It does. And I like the little. I don't know if it's supposed to be smoke or ammo or what, but I like that in black.
I think it's actually like designs and topography and stuff like that.
It looks pretty dang good. Speaking of designs and topography, you know whose schemes are as flat as literally the desert? That'd be Penske's, and our next guy is running one of those terrible schemes.
Like combine two terrible schemes into one terrible scheme.
Yep. So
is this an improved Monster Energy scheme, or is this a dumbed down Menard scheme still?
It's definitely a dumbed down Menard scheme. Man, when I think of 2, I think of like the old school, like Brad Keselowski,
the Miller Lite
Bush, the Miller Lite Mobile, you know. Oh, and then I get to this, and I'm just disappointed, hurt, and upset. This is getting a 1 lug. I'm tired of these schemes. Like Penske needs their game. Joey's scheme for the 500, okay. You know, it wasn't the best scheme, but it was pretty okay. I mean, Roger Penske can definitely afford to put schemes on cars that don't look like a second grader did it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not quite ready to bump it down to a 1, so I'm going to keep it at a 2.
2 for the 2, huh?
Yep. Like I've been doing the whole season so far.
Well, keep your 2s up there, because now we're going to another Penske scheme. Wow, it's actually changed. It's not the Pennzoil scheme. I'm happy about it. If only they could... Well, I am seeing some lines in the green. I don't know if that's just a picture or if that's the way it's supposed to be.
It is like some slight different shades of green that are going on in there.
Man, they could have broke it up a little bit better.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it looks like a watermelon. Not Hunt.
So you're saying this should have been Chastain's car?
I would be a lot happier if this was Chastain's car. Like, throw some like seeds into the 22 and boom, Chastain. Would have been okay with it. It's not a terrible scheme. I'll give it a 3. I think I stole your turn, but
that's all right. I'm gonna agree with you 3.
We'll divide that by 2, and we got our next driver.
Oh boy, look at that one scheme right there.
Mm-hmm. I agree. It looked really cool before they added whatever the back quarter panel is and the top. Like what was the Clash 2 years ago when he won it? It looked pretty good. Now it doesn't look. They've messed it up.
Yeah, I agree.
So
That being said, let's jump to Legacy Motor Club. This is not technically the official release paint scheme, but it's the same sponsor as last week, so I figured they wouldn't change it up week to week. So, John Hunter Nemechek and this Pi Barker fire and safety car.
I'll go on. I'm okay with seeing this. Again, it looked really good on track.
It did.
If this was his main scheme, I would be definitely okay with it.
Yeah.
I think it's your turn. No, it's my turn. 4.
I agree. I'll keep it at the 4. Not quite ready to get my 5 away yet. We still got a little ways to go.
Yeah. So
Wonder if
we
we're
got
gonna run the same
next
driver.
driver. So, bad Brad.
Consumer cellular, not the convertible.
Did you see where they've released the actual phone now?
Yeah. Noah Gregson's got himself one already.
I'm about to get one. It's $80.
We'll have at that. I'm gonna give this a 3. Right smack dab in the middle.
I'll agree.
I think the convertible is better.
schemes. It's definitely the convertible's better. It's one of the better schemes that he runs. I like the orange and the blue combined.
Orange is nice.
It is nice.
Moving on to a Toyota.
It goes.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, that's a monster scheme, all right.
It's a little bit better than the 45s.
I never said that. I agree with you. I'm going to give it a 2.
I will agree. Enough said about that guy.
Well, yeah.
Let's divide this by 5.
It's the Cambridge scheme. You've seen it on their trucks. You've seen it on their cars. You've seen it on everything, too.
I agree. Press mine first, but it's okay. Mr. Bubbles.
Oh, Boblinski and his Lido scheme. Man, I still like this scheme. I know we talked about it during, what was it, the Clash that he ran it?
Yeah.
I like the scheme. I'm still going to give it a... Oh, wait, is it your turn?
I think technically it is. So,
Oh, go ahead.
they could have done more with it. I'm not a big super fan of it, so I'm going with 2.
I like it because I feel like they utilized more the wrap with the purple, white hexagons.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like that part. And I also like the silver around the 23. I wish they would have done that with the Lidos as well. But I'm going to give this one a 3. I like this car. I don't know if I'd probably pick it up.
Gotcha. Here we go. Mr. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Oh, Ricky spin out. And his what an appropriate.
Think he's gonna ram anybody this week?
I mean, he's 3 for 3 at the moment, so
And it's Phoenix.
he's batting at 100.
He's probably gonna be in the dog league.
He's definitely batting at 100. I'm gonna give this scheme. It is green.
I think they do a little bit better than what was it? Hunt Brothers Pizza. I think they
definitely
do
a little better. This gives me like Halo vibes. I'm not gonna lie. Like if they would have had like the numbers, like the copper sunglasses orange, color, it would have been probably my 5. But it's gonna be a 4. I like this car. I would buy it.
I'm gonna throw it right smack dab in the middle. The 3.
Oh, hey babe, Cole Custer's doing his Cole Custard car. Did you? But alrighty then.
Speaking of watermelon, not that we were talking about watermelon, but it's the Ross Chastain.
is Kubota Orange Days car. It's your turn. Let's hear what you got to think about.
Give this a 2. I like the other Kubota schemes better. This is probably one of the worst Kubota schemes that I've seen.
That's fair.
What you giving it, homie?
I'm gonna give this a 3. It's not my favorite Kubota scheme, but it is one of. It's like I like the transitions that it's got. It's not just black with like, just a little bit of orange thrown in there. I mean, I like it.
Gotcha. All right. Well, now we get to move on to the other Penske car. Final Penske car. Ryan Blaney.
It's his worth car.
Yep. I don't know if it's my turn or your turn.
It is my turn, I think.
Sure.
It's his worth car. It's better than the Menards. I'll give it a 2.
I'm going to a 3. I'm not tired of seeing it yet.
It gives me Ryan Newman vibes.
I can see that. Yep. Well, let's divide this number by 3. Get our Noah Gregson car.
It looked better on the 38.
Really? I think it looks better on this one than the dual digits.
The problem is there's just a lot like underneath like the silver's word. That's the only part that I don't like about it. I love the contingency stickers.
Yeah, it is nice.
No, Greg.
My turn?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm giving this one a 3.
I keep it a 3, but I wish they would have done. I wish blue was a little cartoony something. I don't know. There's just a lot of dead space there, and I don't like it.
There's a little bit of. Anywho, moving to Carson Hocevar and the first non-Spire Group sponsor.
Mm-hmm. I love you. I love this car. It's not my 5, but it's pretty quick. I like it. I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'm going to keep it at your 4. Nice to see something other than Spire Motorsports sponsoring Spire Motorsports.
Definitely.
Moving on to Mr. Todd Gilliland.
Zyger, whatever it is.
Ziegler. I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
Whatever it is.
Front line for
I like
Todd Gilliland.
It's your turn.
Is it my turn?
So
I feel like they should have used more orange. So
I do agree.
I'm going to give it a 2.
I wish there would be like a couple of lines in there. I'm going to give it a 3. It does look pretty cool to me. I would definitely own it. I just wish they would have done like a couple of those little swooshes in orange. Or not swooshes, but like the bars that are coming up. Wish they would have done like an outline on orange or something like that. I feel like that would be really, really cool.
Yeah. Definitely needs more orange.
Definitely. But speaking of the 34, or he used to be the 34, I think. I could be completely wrong, but
You're correct on this one.
Okay. For once in my let's go to Michael McDowell in his workforce car. That's a lot of
This is a Spire Motorsports owned company that's sponsoring Spire Motorsports.
Go figure that one, huh? I'm gonna give this one a 3. I mean, it's right dipping down in the 2. I mean, it's not a terrible scheme. It's better than the Ziegler scheme, in my opinion, but I don't know. It just doesn't. It's kind of bland to me.
I think it's better than the regular Spire blueprint schemes, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna keep your 3.
Alrighty then.
Press the button.
We'll go on to SVJ.
SVG maybe.
That's yeah. And his Colgate car. I mean, WeatherTech car. That joke's probably been worn out already for a long time, but I'm still gonna use it.
I'm getting kind of tired of seeing this one. I'm gonna stick with a 2.
I'm gonna keep it at a 3, but I am getting tired of seeing it.
All right, Mr. Chris Boucher, be next.
Boucher. Oh, look at those bagels.
Some bagels with some cream cheese on
nice
it.
bagels. What you got this?
I believe it's your turn, sir.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this one 4. I like this game. I would definitely own it.
What are you giving it?
4.
That's fine, because I'm giving it my 5. These be my 5. Yeah, buddy. Love the amount of orange that they use. Love the real bagels on there. It's very nice. Moving on to Mr. Alex Bowman. Best friend's car.
What are your thoughts on this one?
Unfortunately, we can only give out 1 5. So this one's getting a 4.
This is where me and you are opposite. I think this is an ugly car.
Really?
Like I like the whole. I like the whole dogs. I just don't think the orange and the purple go together the way that they want them to go together. And that setup anyway. Like Zebras just don't work for me. I'm gonna give this one a 2. I really don't, and I want to give it a 1, but at the same time, it's for charity, so it will definitely.
How rude!
Well, I mean, the dogs are the only thing that did. I just don't like the zebra strip, whatever they got going on.
Moving on, dropping that 4 off the front.
I was gonna say my favorite was the dog kind of sticking his tongue out.
Yeah, cool.
Something that there's been a lot of Quick Trip stuff recently.
Wonder if we're gonna see them as a primary sponsor soon.
It'd be pretty cool. I think they're in Oklahoma. I could be wrong. But
I don't know.
It's his own ugly, and just adding a Quick Trip on the back does not really constitute a zone Quick Trip.
Right.
So I'm gonna give this one a 2 because I was kind of looking forward to see how they were gonna, split it, and obviously they didn't. So
I feel like they need to change up this zone scheme, so I'm gonna agree with your 2. Not a good combo there.
Yes, sir. Now moving on to Bland was a person. His name would be Chase Elliott. And before you start hating on me, if you're a Chase Elliott fan, but at the same time, I will emotion or have an opinion or do anything that's not Bland. What are you giving this scheme?
I am giving it a 2.
I'm gonna keep your 2.
Such a good boy.
Yeah.
All right. There's 3 more schemes to go. Next up would be a Toyota of 2311. Be the 45.
Yes, sir. It's the Model 1. Let me give this one a 3 lug.
Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of getting tired of it. It's an okay one. You know, I think I gave it a 4, but I don't know. Just the more
I'm gonna keep it at a 4. I still like it. It hasn't worn on me any yet.
well, it's okay. We can gauge.
All right. Next up, it'd be your driver.
Here comes the money.
This is, I love. The only thing that I would get rid
Your sound is breaking up now.
of,
I don't know what's going
my
on.
everything's breaking.
There we go. You're
don't
caught
know
back
either.
up now.
Basically, I'd give this a 5 lug. Except the only thing I'd take is the potato salad.
So you're giving this
What?
your 5?
I like. Yeah, this is my 5.
All right. I do feel like it's a little bit better than what they did for who ran it? Was it Truex that ran the research before? I want to say it was the 19.
I want to say no. It was Eric Jones. He was the.
Well, I'm talking about last year.
I don't think Research ran last year for anybody. Maybe the year before, but I don't think it was last year.
I'm pretty sure it was last year. But that's neither here nor there. I like this way better than the Ream scheme.
I do too. That ugly black car with the red stripe or the red kind of a white stripe. I hate that car.
Well, yeah, I'll give it a 4. Why not? Last but not least, Mr. Willie B. DHP car. What you think, homie?
Guess you were right. It was Truex.
Yeah, see, ya bum.
For one race. Anyway, scheme. I mean, it's got the little circle thing, and
I don't even know what you would call them circles.
blue to white. Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this one a 4. I mean, it's different. I'll give them that. It's not the Liberty University Exalta or Valvoline scheme. So
Pressing the button and the stuff not coming up.
right here, I'll do this. Well, and then it freezes. There you go. I'll do that.
I don't know what's going on here. Anyways,
I don't know either.
oh no, that's the wrong one.
Try putting it at a 3 and see if it works. Nope.
I guess my rating system is all. Oh, I see what happened. How did that get? No, let's try this again.
Quit breaking it.
There we go.
Hey, there it is.
Nope. You gave it a 4. I'm giving this a 2.
You don't like it?
No. Like if they didn't have those circles in there, I feel like it'd be a better scheme. To be honest.
I feel like it'd be too bland. Now,
It would
like
be
if they hit
bland.
it up with like some triangles in the shadow.
It'd be bland, but
Maybe.
I feel like them circles take away from it.
I don't know. But that being said, that's our last scheme, homie.
It is indeed. So if you enjoyed what you got to witness tonight, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yes, sir. And go follow our new Facebook group. It's just Raise Hail, Praise Them. You'll see the posts in there. And apparently I'm cutting out again for no reason.
You're
There
not
I
at the
am.
moment.
Okay, I was there for a second. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Like you said, subscribe, like the video, share with anybody that you think would find NASCAR interesting. We go live on Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes.
You can check out our TikToks where we post a little bit once a week on TikTok. And then we got our Facebook that we just started up that I'm going to try to post pretty regularly there. Our Instagram and X, we post every great once in a while, so you can go check us out there if you wanted to. But you can also jump into our Discord where we could talk pretty quickly. We're on our Discord most of the time. So I think that's all we've got. Oh, our Patreon. I didn't even think of that one.
Got a nice little
We
video up
also do
there
have a
for free.
Patreon. We do. We have a full video where Wrap It Up Guys and us talked a little bit about NASCAR and different things. So if you guys go to our Patreon, we got some clips up on our channel from that video, and maybe eventually we'll release it on YouTube. Right now, our Patreon is 100% free.
Indeed.
So be on the lookout for that one. But I don't think I have anything else.
All right. Well, read us out,
And
sir.
let you,
Or are you gonna let me do
oh, hang on. I'll have to pull up my notes. Give me just a second. I need to just. I'm not going to try to do it by memory again. Although we failed epically on that last time.
it? You know what it is. We're out.
Yep, that's about it. Hang on. If my stuff will ever load. Thank you guys so much for riding shotgun with us on this episode of Race Game Scene. Remember, the checker flag may fly, but the excitement never ends. Until next time, keep the pedal for Race and Burning. This is Race Hale Praise Dale signing out.